Hey, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. Well, we've got a brand new week in front of us. And I thought this week for the video thoughts for the day, I would take 5 of 6 things that were recently suggested by our preacher at church, our pastor. He was talking about 6 different things we should pay attention to or things we should think about when we're reading the Bible, things we should be looking for. And the first thing were commands to obey. Now, there's a lot of commands to obey in the Bible, and it's good to be looking for them, but I've got to tell you, one of the most fundamental ones, one that is foundational, Jesus says is the most important commandment of all. And that's found in Deuteronomy chapter 6. It starts with verse 4. And it says, in Hebrew, it says, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord your God is one God. That's the start. That's the premise. Because of who God is, it then follows. Va'ahavti. It's va'ahavta. It's you shall love et Adonai, the Lord, Elohecha, your God, Vakol, with all levavcha, with all your heart. You're supposed to love the Lord your God with all of your heart, with all of your soul, with all of your mind, with all of your might. Think about that. That's an important first commandment. That's an important, significant commandment. To love God more than anything else. There's a lot of things to love in life. There's beautiful things, but there's a world of things out there to love. I'm looking out the windows. I've got meetings today in New York, and so I'm looking out the windows, and I don't know that you can see it, but way out there is the Statue of Liberty. Freedom and liberty is something to love. There's so much to do in New York City. That's something to love. You can see, if you look over here, you can see the top of that Art Deco top of the Chrysler building. Let's see, I'm having trouble seeing it and pointing to it. Right over there, it's just above the MetLife building. Anyway, look for it. But it's beautiful. There's beauty in this world. There are things to do. There are things to enjoy. There's purpose. There's lots to love. But the most important thing is that we begin everything with the love of God, and that's what gives everything else meaning. So all of the people down here have meaning if we love God, because we see them with his eyes. All of the beauty out here has meaning if we love God, because we see him as a source of beauty. Even the freedom that we think about is meaningful and something worthy and dignified and special if we love God, because God gives us a freedom that is true liberty. All to say, as we look at commandments in the Bible to obey, let's look at all of them, but never lose sight of the most important one, to love God with all of our heart, with all of our soul, with all of our mind, with all of our might. That makes this your video thought for today.